23 years of age. Alicia, let's go for $100. Colloquially, to propose to someone is to ask for their what in marriage? A, hand. B, arm. C, heart. D, cold feet.
I'll stick with. Lock in A, hand.
Hand is locked in. It's correct for $100. 200. A classic quote from the film Jaws is, you're going to need a what? A, larger net. B, bigger boat. C, stronger hook. D, more realistic shark.
This is going to sound really dumb, but I'm not sure at all. I would eliminate, but I'm not going to, so I'm going to pass.
See you later, Alicia.
Thanks, Eddie.
Bye-bye. Hello, Joanna.
Hello, Eddie.
Welcome to the show, Joanna Sterling, who's 40 years of age from Kangaroo Valley in New South Wales. University lecturer in design from the University of Wollongong. How's that going?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, how long have you been doing that for?
About 8 years now.
What sort of designing, clothing and things? Or?
Visual communication,
Yeah.
graphic design, all that sort of thing.
John's your brother, by the way. G'day, John.
G'day, Eddie.
How are you, pal?
Good, mate.
This for $200. The classic quote from the film Jaws is, you're going to need a what? Larger net, bigger boat, stronger hook, more realistic shark.
Well, Jaws was famous for giving me a fear of sharks, so
10.
I do remember this. B, lock in B, Eddie.
Bigger boat, locked in. Correct for $200. Great quote from the actor Roy Schneider. $300. What is 11 multiplied by 15? A, 150. B, 165. C, 175. D, 190.
I need my son for this, but lock in B.
B?
Eddie, 165.
Locked in. 11 times 15. Well, 10 times 15 is?
150.
Plus 15?
165.
165 for $300. Well done.
I'm glad I got maths out of the way.
That's the maths gone.
Yeah, good.
Designers don't like maths, do they? No. $500. What is the first ingredient listed on a jar of Vegemite? A, salt. B, colour. C, malt extract. D, yeast extract.
The
10
first
seconds.
ingredient. I'm going to lock in D, Eddie. Yeast extract.
D is locked in. It's correct for $500. Which means the product contains the highest percentage of that ingredient, which it does in Vegemite.
Yes.
Hey, Joanna, you're going beautifully. Let's take a break, come back and play for $1 million right after this in the hot seat. This author and poet, Dr. Maya Angelou, was celebrated for her achievements in which field? A, medicine. B, commerce. C, civil rights. D, molecular science. Maya Angelou.
I'm going to lock in C, Eddie. Civil rights.
Locked in. It's correct for $1,000. Maya Angelou, 30 books including I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. She was renowned for her civil rights work alongside Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, and died in 2014, aged 86 years of age. $1,500, here we go. The Australian National University is one of Australia's leading universities, with its main campus located where? A, Melbourne. B, Canberra. C, Sydney. D, Brisbane.
Well, I'd
The
have
university
to know this.
lecturer that you
I
are.
have to know this. It's Canberra.
Canberra's locked in.
B.
Correct for $1,500. Well done. 5 in a row for you, Joanna, going beautifully. $2,500. The Italian dish pasta primavera takes its name from which season? A, summer. B, winter. C, autumn. D, spring.
Primavera. I think it's either autumn or spring.
10.
You know, Eddie, I'm going to pass.
Passing?
Yeah, I'm going to pass.
See you, Joanna. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Hey, Sid, how are you, buddy?
Good, thanks.
Siddharth Padmanabhan.
Correct.
Padmanabhan.
I can ask for food.
Can you ask for a pasta primavera? Know what you're asking?
Hopefully.
Spring's correct for 2,500. Now, Sid, I love this one. You're skydiving in New Zealand. You put your goggles on incorrectly, is that right?
I think so, yeah. A little loose.
So when you hit the air, 5 seconds, both your contact lenses blew out of your eyes.
Yeah. I couldn't see all of beautiful Queenstown, but it was fun.
Probably your eyes shut from that moment on anyway. When did you become a doctor, Sid?
Hopefully in about 2 years.
Good on you. Going well?
Going well so far, yeah.
Good stuff. All right, come on, Sid, for 4,000. Don't Hold Back and From the Music are 2 singles by which Australian dance music group? A, Disco Montego. B, Sneaky Sound System. C, The Potbellies. D, The Presets.
I'm fairly certain I know this. I think it's C, the Potbellies.
Lock it in?
Lock that in, please.
In. The Potbellies is correct. $4,000. $6,000. Once Australia's tallest building, Sydney's Australia Square was built in which decade? A, 1930s, B, 1940s, C, 1950s, D, 1960s.
I don't even know where to begin.
Square.
No idea. No, I'm going to have to let this one go. I'll pass, please, Eddie.
7 questions to go, 6 contestants. Can pass if you like.
I will have to pass.
Catch you later, Sid. Thanks, mate. Marina Inclatoli.
Hi.
How are you, Marina?
I'm wonderful,
Lovely
thank
to
you.
see you from
Meeting you.
Shepparton.
That's right.
71 years of age, a retired aged care worker.
Yes.
Sue is your best friend. Hi, Sue.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you?
Excited.
I reckon you two might have got up to some mischief along the way.
We're not saying anything.
Not saying anything. Pleading the Fifth Amendment. Daria's your 43-year-old daughter.
Yes.
You had breakfast with Clint Eastwood in Rome.
I did. Yes.
What happened?
Oh, well, I was working there in a boutique, and where we worked was a little restaurant or cafe downstairs. We went down for morning tea, and there was this guy sitting there in a spare seat, and I said, oh, is anyone sitting here, in Italian? And he just, yeah. And then I realised he was reading the American newspaper and kept looking at him. I said, excuse me, do I know you from somewhere? And he said, yeah, probably. I'm Clint Eastwood. And I went, oh, my God. But anyway, it was really great. So we met a few times and he shouted me breakfast a couple of times.
Good
so
stuff.
Really
and he
nice.
was doing a fistful of dollars.
He was at that time, yeah. But he'd been in some Italian movies prior to that.
Yeah, the old spaghetti western down there at that stage. You ready? Do you know this one?
Not particularly.
I'll have a go, OK? You have to have a guess.
Yeah, Australia Square.
Once Australia's tallest building, Sydney's Australia Square was built in which decade? 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s?
B, C and D, I think. I'll go with C, lock in C.
C, 1950s?
Yes.
Lock it in, have a go. Nah, Marina, you missed by 1. It was the 60s.
60s, yeah. Okay. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much,
All the
Marina.
best.
Good on you. Thank you. Hey, Mark.
G'day, Eddie.
Mark Rudiger from Brighton in Victoria is an airline pilot with Qantas.
Yes.
Which ones are you flying?
The A330s.
A330s, yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you fly to mainly?
Mainly international, Hong Kong, Singapore, a lot of east-west as well, so a lot of stuff to Perth.
Good stuff. What's the progression from somebody who would love to fly to end up flying for the national carrier Qantas?
Learn to fly, get your commercial licence. In my case, I was lucky enough to get through a cadet program, so they took me through from commercial to air transport pilot.
Great stuff.
Started as a second officer 17 years ago.
All right, let's go. Here it comes. In 2006, which company bought the video sharing site YouTube? A, Amazon.com. B, Google. C, Microsoft. D, Yahoo.
I'm pretty sure it is B, Google. We'll lock B in, please. Eddie.
Locked in. Correct for $6,000. For a lazy $1.65 billion. Hey, before we go, you proposed to the beautiful Megan on the Brooklyn Bridge in New York on New Year's Eve. Months of planning, but a blizzard hit New York days prior. All flights were cancelled.
It was. I was actually flying at the time, and anyway, we got as far as Los Angeles, and the next couple of days the flights weren't going, and then we were on the first flight second flight that got in after it opened up, and so everything kind of. It did look shaky there for a while, but all worked out well.
It would have been cold on the Brooklyn Bridge, wouldn't it?
It was freezing, but it's one of those special times in New York where the snow's fresh, so it's still white, and it was beautiful.
And Megan, you said yes despite all the dramas going on?
I did, yes.
Does he owe you a honeymoon still?
He does,
right,
yes.
Let's get it tonight. $250,000 worth of honeymoon when we return in the hot seat next. This man, Mark Rudiger, is ready to play for $10,000. Good luck, Mark.
Thank you.
The 7 brightest stars in the constellation Ursa Major are known by what name? A. Orion's Belt. B. Southern Cross. C. Big Dipper. D. Alpha Centauri.
I know it's not the Big Dipper, and I know it's not Alpha Centauri. Orion's Belt or Southern Cross.
Do you still learn to navigate by the stars?
Unfortunately not. It would have come in handy in this case.
Ursa Major. 10.
I'll go Orion's Belt. A.
Final answer?
Big Dipper. C. No, Orion's Belt. Lock in.
Which
A.
one?
A. Orion Belt.
No, it's the Big Dipper.
Thank you, Eddie.
Usually the 7 brightest stars of the official constellation, the Great Bear, has been identified since ancient times. The Big Dipper. Sorry, Mark.
No problems.
Good on
Thank you very
mate.
much.
Cheers,
Pleasure.
buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, Dennis. How you going? Lovely to see you, mate. Dennis Berlovitz is from Elmore in Victoria and a retired industrial chemist at 72 years of age. Peter's his son. Go, Pete.
G'day, how you doing?
How are you, mate?
Yeah, good.
How's he going to go, the old man?
Well, he's been doing it on telly for probably 50 years now, so we'll see how we go.
Well, he's been going 50 years, mate. Go easy. What do you watch all the shows, did you?
Most
Sail of the Century and Pick Box?
No.
No, which ones?
Basically yours.
My one, okay.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
one. That's all right, Dennis.
Yeah.
How do you go at home?
Oh, yeah, usually about 2/3, I think.
All right, well,
It's the
mate,
timing's all the big thing.
that's about what you've got left here, about
Yeah.
1/3 to go, mate.
Yeah,
You've got
that's for
4
sure.
questions to win $100,000, Dennis. Good luck. This is for $10,000.
Yep.
Popular since the Middle Ages, and the basis of the modern version of the sport is real what? A. Cricket. B. Soccer. C. Golf. D. Tennis.
I think I'll put in D.
Which one?
D.
D, did you say?
Yep.
Tennis.
Yep.
Real tennis, locked
Yep.
in.
Yep.
Sometimes known as royal tennis as well.
Yep.
Correct for $10,000. Yeah, it's also known as royal tennis or court tennis. English King Henry VIII loved it. You have to hit all
It's
different
an
things around the
interesting
place.
little court.
Yeah, there's a court in Richmond in Melbourne. In fact, there's one at the Queen's Club in London.
Yeah.
I had a hit there one day with a great Pat Cash.
Oh.
How do you reckon I went?
Well, I can take a guess.
Yeah, he flogged me.
Yeah.
3 questions to go, which means, Sid, I think you're out of business, mate, but thanks for being
That's right,
part of the
thank
show. Good luck with everything with your medical career as well. Dennis, for $20,000. The expression pooh-bah was originally derived from the name of a character in which famous opera? A. Madame Butterfly. B. The Mikado. C. Carmen. D. The Barber of Seville.
Cuba. I think it rings a bell, the Mikado.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
And Mikado is correct for $20,000. Pooh-Bah, who was the pompous and self-righteous character in Gilbert and Sullivan's 1885 opera, also went by the title of Lord High Everything Else.
Yep.
Joanna, I think you're done. Sorry about that. I think you're out. But thanks for being a great player today. Good luck with everything. Which means, Alicia, you could win 50,000 cash. Dennis, we're playing for 100 grand. One of you two is going to win at least $1,000.
Phew.
Dennis, get this right. I'll give you 1,000 in your pocket.
Sounds very
Here
nice.
it comes. In chess, which is the only piece permitted to make the move known as en passant? A. Pawn. B. Bishop. C. Queen. D. King. Passant.
I'll go for A, pawn.
Lock it in?
Yep, lock it in.
In. Correct for 50,000. All right, that means, Alicia, thank you very much for playing.
Right, thank you.
Dennis, you've won $1,000.
Overwhelming.
All those years of watching the show paying off, mate. Next one is for $100,000 cash.
Gee.
72 years of age. What are you going to do with your $100,000?
Well, basically, my wife and I, we enjoy our retirement as much as we can, and of course the kids, three or four kids and 9 grandkids.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of things we can all do together.
Well, Peter's up the back. You've also got David, Kerry and Nicole, 9 grandchildren. And Joan, who you've been married to for 50 years, she's been a bit crook lately, has she?
Yes, she's got secondary breast cancer.
Yeah.
So she was unable to come today,
So with 100,000, would you get a bit of a holiday somewhere with her?
No, I think our basic holidays are spending time with the family.
Yeah.
We spend a lot of time in Melbourne, and Peach just moved to Paulpunka, which is God's own place.
Yeah. So that should be good, to get the family together as often as you possibly can.
For sure.
Dennis is in the hot seat for 100 grand. Dennis Berlovitz from Elmore in Victoria. Hey, tell me about, you went to Eastern Europe, went underground in Krakow in Poland.
Yeah. 400-year-old
salt mine.
Well, 400 years ago, Poland was one of the richest countries in the world because they had the world's salt supply. Mm-hmm. And you go down in a very narrow lift down to 1,000.
You can do. They will burn down my cafe, and then where to go for entertainment in the evenings.
Salts these magnificent statues of people, animals, and in fact there's a whole cathedral carved out of there with altars, crypts, the whole, and there's even a gymnasium there.
Yeah.
And people go underground and spend days, weeks, because there's gigantic fans pulling fresh air through it. Yeah. It's the most...
Well, a lot of people say it's very therapeutic.
Oh, yes, yeah. And all that sort of stuff. Well, there's a chandelier that's about the size of this, this room, and you go into the main area in the dark and they turn on the chandelier, and the sight is something to behold.
That's in Krakow in Poland?
Just out of Krakow, yeah.
Dennis? Yeah. Let's have a crack at this.
Give it a go.
100,000 cash.
For sure.
What does that mean to you at the moment?
Still comprehending it, but, you know, can help a lot to make our life so much easier.
Good on you, mate. All right, you live in Elmore. What's the big festival they have up there?
That's the Elmore Field Days. It's finished. It's a 3-day event where a community of 700 people provide just about all the volunteer work. It's about the second biggest in Australia.
Good on you, mate. Dennis, this is it for $100,000. Good luck to Peter as well. All the best, mate. Here it comes. Until 1311, which of these was the tallest man-made structure in the world? A. St. Peter's Basilica. B. Great Pyramid of Giza. C. Leaning Tower of Pisa. D. The Colossus of Rhodes.
I think going by the time, I'd say Colossus of Rhodes. Lock in D.
Final answer?
Yep, final answer.
You going with that one?
Might as well.
You tell me what to do.
Yeah, lock it in.
It's in. Ah, Dennis, it's the Great Pyramid of Giza. Yeah.